Hey everyone, just checking in on this gorgeous Monday. You can't really see it. The sun is out. I guess it's like super glary back there, but I don't know. But the sun is out, it's shining, it's gonna get kind of warm today here in Cleveland. And it's probably pretty humid too. Although I think it was like 95% humidity this morning, so probably dropped a little bit as it usually does when the sun comes up. Anyway, just wanted to come on and talk to you about what I'm doing next. Today I am actually doing a fast. Yesterday had a decent amount of food at my mom's birthday party. We had this awesome pizza with a quinoa crust, and Miyoko's cheese, and a homemade tomato sauce. And it was really tasty, really good, but I probably ate a little bit more than I should. I don't know. I tried to hold out, but it was really good. And then we had dessert, which I had made a peach tart that was really good. If you guys haven't seen Straight Up Food, that is an awesome website for super plant-based recipes. No sugar, no salt, no oil. Everything is sweetened with dates, so that's pretty cool. It was an amazing peach tart. There is none of it left because my husband thankfully took it with him to work today, but because I knew that I was going into a fast, I again ate a little bit too much of it. Can't feel too guilty because, you know, peaches, dates, almonds. I used almonds instead of pecans because we didn't have pecans, so I just used almonds. I don't know if that changed the consistency. It took a little bit longer to process when I was making it than the recipe said it should, so that was probably because of the change in that. But anyway, like totally wholesome ingredients, nothing bad for me, vegan, gluten-free, no sugar, no oils, no salt. It was awesome. But there is such a thing as overeating. Regardless of how good it is for you, you still can't overeat. There was also, we had kale avocado salad. I could have eaten the whole salad by myself, which wouldn't be bad if that was the only thing that I was eating. But with everything else, it probably would have been a bad idea because it was too much food. I mean, imagine like if you had like a big bunch of kale and a bunch of avocado and you ate all of it, that would be a lot of food. So there is such a thing as overeating. And especially since I came off of a cleanse, so technically I shouldn't have eaten quite that much food anyway. I did try to keep the rest of the day pretty light. My stomach wasn't really happy with introducing other foods anyway, until I actually ate something heavy, and then for some reason dinner kind of settled it down. But because my stomach has been on a little bit of a roller coaster, I decided to go ahead and do today as a fast day. I may do tomorrow also. I have done up to 3 days before. So for me, doing a fast day really is a good way to reset. And the important thing to do when I was going to reach for my water and show you guys my water, but I took it over to somewhere else. But I've been having my water, I've been carrying it around a lot. So drinking a lot of water is really important on a fast, making sure that you're really well hydrated. The other thing is just keep busy. Take it easy on yourself, but keep busy. And the thing about a fast is that it's really good for giving your body a break. Like my digestive system is like, it didn't know what was going on with the detox and then the rest of the food that I'd been eating. And so I'm taking a break. And what ends up happening when you do that is, if you haven't fasted before, you get hungry. That's not, unusual. That's pretty common. People get hungry. You get like that stomach hunger, like that uncomfortable, like, oh my God, please feed me right now feeling. And then for those of you who know anything about Joel Fuhrman, Dr. Fuhrman talks a lot about this like throat feeling. And you'll get that. You'll notice that. And you'll be like, okay, well now I need nourishment. Like I'm really, truly hungry. And then you're like, okay, well I'm not eating. So then you just kind of move past it and you're like, whatever. So I slept in a little bit today knowing that I was doing this fast day, knowing that I had kind of like a busy past few days. Slept in a bit. Took a relaxing, chill kind of morning. I did do my yoga. I did go for my normal walk, but I didn't like power walk or anything like that. Not my normal cardio, but just a good 45-minute walk to get, out and moving. Did a bunch of stretching, really took care of my body. Then I actually found myself super productive because I didn't have to worry about sitting down and making breakfast and sitting down to eat it. Same thing, I didn't have to worry about making lunch and eating it. And when dinner comes up, I'm not going to have to worry about that either. So I found myself with about 3 hours of free time because making and eating food takes a bit of time, and I don't know if that's exactly how much I would have really done. I usually take about a 2-hour lunch break. I really like to give myself that time to pause and relax. Usually that's actually when I do like these videos or check on my social media or anything like that. So it's not a complete like waste of time. It's not like I'm taking 2 hours to make and eat lunch. And if I do take that long, it's usually because I'm doing other food or I'm prepping food for the next day or something along those lines. But anyway, so today I didn't have to do any of that. So I'm just kind of getting stuff done. I actually have to admit that getting stuff done includes 2 episodes of Criminal Minds, because I can. Actually, I had only planned on one, but it was to be continued. So I had to watch the next one because I'm watching them, catching up on Netflix. I'm in season 11, so I'm really looking forward to finishing. But that was pretty much, I was like, oh, it's lunchtime, so I'm going to watch an episode of TV, which I normally don't do on my lunch breaks. Normally I read or some other, like I said, I do all these other activities. So I'm not just eating lunch. I'm doing all these other things. So today I was like, I've got a little bit of time. I'm going to do that. So I'm actually finding that I'm really like way more productive. I still have a good amount of energy. The thing about fasting is that I actually mentioned it to somebody the other day that I was fasting and was told that that's not good for you. And it actually is. It's really good. It's really regenerative for your body. If you find that you're getting sick or that you're really, headachy, shaky, all of that stuff, fasting may or may not be, the best idea. And it is something to talk about with your doctor. Like, you don't want to fast necessarily unless you've gone through, proper preparations for it and or possibly have done it before. But it can be really therapeutic to do like a 1 or 2 day fast. Like I said, I've done a 3-day fast before. By day 3, I was headachy, I was shaky. I was actually going to break it a little bit later than I did, but I felt that I was at that point where I probably could have gotten through that and waited to eat, but I recognized the fact that my body was kind of like, would really like to have some sustenance right now. And I was headachy, I was kind of faint feeling, also a little nauseous, hungry and nauseous all at the same time. So that time I did break it a little bit early. This time around, I don't think I'm going to have really any kind of problems with that. I think I got a bug bite. Yep, sure did. That's why I'm itching. Okay. But I will, I'm going to make it through this fast. It's going to be about 36 hours, possibly a little bit longer, depending on when I eat breakfast tomorrow morning. Again, if I eat tomorrow, I may or may not do that. I may decide not to eat until lunchtime tomorrow, maybe a little bit later. I haven't really decided when I'm going to break it. I just know that it's not going to be today. So fasting is very therapeutic, very good for your system. Most people can do like a 24 to 36 hour fast, no problem. 36 hours is usually you eat dinner one night and then you don't eat anything the next day, and then you eat breakfast the following day. That's usually a good way to do a fast, is to do the 36 hours. You could do a fast like you finish breakfast and then you don't eat breakfast till the next day, 24 hours later, or lunch to lunch, or even dinner to dinner if you wanted to. I could easily break my fast around dinner time today. You definitely want to break a fast with something light. I know traditionally a lot of cultures, when they have a fast, it's like they fast and then they break it with something kind of heavy and like really, like large amounts of food. You actually want to break it with something easy. One of the easiest things is fruit. So in the past, I've broken fasts with melon is really good for you. Let me tell you, you can go down on a melon, like eat the whole thing, like big cantaloupe or a bunch of watermelon or something like that. Something that's easily digestible for your system, so that it's not like shocked into something like heavy pastas, or if you eat meat, like meat or dairy or something like really like your body's going to really have to work on. So fruit is really good. I'm actually looking forward to, I've got blueberries in the fridge. I've also got some more peaches because I bought like a bushel of peaches the other day. So I've got peach sauce and the peach tart, and I'm probably going to make peach butter and possibly eat a couple peaches tomorrow morning for breakfast. We'll see. But you definitely want to break a fast with something light like that, some fruit. And then you want to go easy on your system. Well-cooked veggies, well-cooked, easily digestible beans are really good for your system. So that's probably what I'm going to do. My husband and I are actually going out of town on a trip for a wedding. We're leaving crazy early on Friday, so this weekend's going to be a little spotty with getting on here and reaching out to everybody. But we're leaving Friday morning, and so for me, for the next few days, once I reintroduce food into my body, it's still probably going to be a lot of cooked veggies, easily digestible beans. Going really easy with that. Maybe some grains. Grains and me don't really work very well. They kind of cause me to gain weight. Sometimes a little bloated. They're not as easily digestible for me. They don't really agree with me as well. A lot of grains are heavier. So Ayurvedically speaking, I have a kapha constitution, and so heavy foods make me kind of heavy. So I even stick to the light grains when I do have grains. So I may or may not do grains over the next few days. We'll see. I know that dinner on Friday is gluten-free vegan pizza with just veggies on top, no cheese, because the place that we're getting it from does not have cheese, vegan cheese. So that's, the veggies are good. The crust maybe not so great, but you do what you can when you're traveling, right? So there's that. So I'm just kind of, this chance to fast is just my way of kind of continuing on with the 4-day detox that I did in order to just kind of give my body a little bit more of a break. This one's a little bit more hardcore. I'm enjoying this day. I know it's what time is it? Oh, got my Fitbit. It's telling me that how many steps I've got. Let me see. It is almost 2:30 here. I'm going pretty good. The day is actually going by a little bit faster than I was anticipating, so that's really nice. I'm going to be uber productive today, get a lot of stuff done in this afternoon and into the evening. I'll probably just chill out and watch a little bit more TV. I might go take another walk. We'll see how I'm feeling later on, especially with how hot it gets out there, because it's supposed to be mid-80s, upper 80s, something like that, which in Cleveland actually feels a lot hotter than you'd think, and I don't really like the heat all that much. So for me, I'm looking forward to the nice cooler weather coming up in the fall. Just have to get through August first. So that's the plans for today. Oh, my stomach is gurgling at me, but that's okay. We'll just drink some more water. That's probably all it needs at this point. Which is the important thing, as I was saying earlier, lots and lots of water. If you've never fasted before, you definitely want to check out some resources on fasting. Definitely talk to people who have done it before. Talk to your doctor to make sure that it's safe for you to do. I never want to suggest that anybody does anything that might harm them. Fasting for some people may not be good. If you've got any kind of medical condition, you definitely do not want to fast without being under medical care. If you've got any kind of heart condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, any illness, it can be therapeutic, but you definitely need to talk to your doctor first. If you are a healthy person, you may or may not want to talk to your doctor. Well, you probably do want to talk to your doctor first. You probably want to have some good resources or somebody who has done it before to assist you with it. It's not something to be taken on lightly, but it's totally doable. I mean, lots of cultures do it. Lots of religions do it. Every once in a while they do either an all-day fast, like sun up to sundown kind of thing, or like a 24 or 36 hour kind of fast deal. I know I was raised, I did 26 hours at least once a year. So it is something that you can do on your own. Like I said, if you've got any kind of medical conditions, you want to talk to a doctor first. You want to drink lots of water. I did mention Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He has a book, Fasting and Eating for Health. I believe that's the title of it. Yep, Eating and Fasting for Health. It's over on my bookshelf there. It's a really good read. Talks about how to go about safely fasting when you want to talk to a medical professional about it. If you want to do longer fasts, there's actually centers, different centers around the country that do longer fasts under medical supervision. You could do, a lot of people go to those centers and do a 2-week fast. So it is possible to fast for a longer time. There are a lot of health benefits for it, but you do want to be careful. You want to do your research. You want to do your homework before you actually enter into any kind of fast, and you want to listen to your body. I have started fasts where I have been okay, by dinner, I'm I need to eat something. I don't anticipate that being the case today. I'm actually doing really, really well. I feel really good. I'm definitely hungry, definitely feeling that hunger, but it's not really bothering me at all. So it's actually it's kind of nice. My body's taking this opportunity to take a break. So I'm excited about how that's going to turn out. And we'll see if I'm hungry tomorrow morning. I may wake up and be like, I don't want anything to eat. Or I may wake up and go, wow, I need to like get some sustenance in my body. It's time to do that. So we'll see how that goes. If you have any questions for me about my personal fast, or if you want to talk a little bit more about how you can safely fast, definitely reach out. Email me. You could also go to rachelruthenbeck.com, sign up for my newsletter, where I may have some more information coming out in the future. I haven't decided that, if I'm going to be writing a little bit more, or if this will just be kind of the it for all of this today. We'll see how that goes in the future. We'll see. I don't know. But definitely reach out if you've got any questions, and I would love to talk more about that. I hope everybody has an awesome afternoon. I'm going to go get some water into the stomach that is starting to gurgle a little bit, calm it down, let it know that everything's okay, and then I'm going to go be productive. Maybe I'll watch another episode of Criminal Minds. One of my favorite characters is back. We'll see. Bye, everyone.